Rightio, ladies and gentlemen, it's the Dreamweaver here, Mr. Neil Kerr from the Lifestyle Creation Advisory here on the YouTube, or you can find me there in the Facebook. I'll leave a link down to the group down below where I just give a little more extension, or I shoot just some live off the whim videos similar to this. I'll talk to you about the power of imagination and how that has the capacity to completely alter your reality, to really get what it is you're looking for. Right? Now, I've been studying the laws of the universe, secrets, all this type of stuff for, I'd say, close to a freaking decade. I've put some of it into play and some of it I've been a little blasé about it, but I can definitely guarantee and vouch it works. Because like all things, it's about what are you committing yourself to. Okay. Now there's thinking. Now thinking is pondering, wondering, philosophizing about things. Okay, that's to me is thinking. And then there's intelligence, where you weave your thoughts and you marry them and you project a potential outcome, and then you realize by pairing that with the equivalent action you will get that result. To me, that's intelligence. That's my definition. So, quick disclaimer before you continue watching this, and I'm just sharing with you my ideas, my concepts, my philosophies, my thoughts, okay, and my experiences and understandings from what I've learned and what I've put into play. Where you want to take that is totally up to you. So imagination, check out Neville. I'll leave some corresponding links in the description or comment bar wherever you see this video being played. So let's take a grasp of what's going on with you. Where are you in your reality right now? Don't worry about before or what's to come. Let's just look at right fucking now. What's going on for you? Now, the first thing is to take responsibility, ladies and gentlemen. He said, she said, well, if it wasn't for this, if it wasn't for that, and then life wouldn't be like this. Get rid of all of that, because complaining occupies too much of your power. Listen to what I just said. When you complain, you're occupying too much of your power. Right? Think of it like this. How can you get upset over spilt water from an empty bucket? You can rewind and you can repeat that on your own accord. How can you get upset over spilt water from an empty bucket because you can't? There was never any water in the bucket to begin with. So you need to consider the only reason that something is being spilt or you complain is because you are presenting that. You are giving it weight. You are giving it an identity. That's on you. So you're imagining it. And the good thing about imagination is it's very quick to respond to a sense of having. When you say, I don't have this or I can't do that, right, you're tickling your imagination. And then your imagination will respond equivalently, and it will provide you with an image or a feeling or a story in your mind. Now remember this, you must be the good master, right? For you are the master of the self. So what type of master are you being towards yourself? Are you a good master or a fucking shit master? If you were to look at yourself being a human being, a person, and you being the master, how do you treat that person? Do you treat them kindly? Or with disregard? So if you're overweight right now, then you're not a very good master to yourself. You're treating yourself with a lot of disregard, a lot of disrespect. You don't care about yourself. So you're a poor master. So learn to be a good master to yourself. Let's start with imagination. Listen to Neville Goddard. This takes time. This is a practice. You need to put practice into play. And rinse and repeat and rinse and repeat. When you say things like, I tried this, I did that, How long did you actually do that for? A fleeting thought never got anyone any rewards, for it was gone with the wind. A fleeting thought. You must hold the thought. You must feel the thought. The thought must be felt with so much intention that it feels like it's being lived. From that moment, so shall you live that feeling. This is the power of your imagination. Break the word down. Imagination. The magi, I believe, is an ancient word. Those who practice magic. The magic of the cell connected with the cosmic energies in the universe. Okay, if you're not sure about all this, I'll leave a link to a good friend of mine, Sumit Chatterjee. He can take you on a journey, help you get into what's called a flow state. Very similar. So if you take I, which is self, you, master of, magic, that is what is within, and then nation being a realm, a domain, an environment. So you are the master of the magic that resolves within yourself. Imagination. From here, you can go wherever you want to go. But it's about holding it. Now, if you were to clench your fist for a period of time, I believe there's a little trick we used to do at school. And I believe you would bite your pinky nails. And then you would push outward like this, and it would sting like buggery. Now you take that little childish gimmick and you relate it to your imagination. How powerful is that? Well, if you hold so much tension in a single thought, in a single feeling, and in a sense, and then it becomes a state of mind. A state of mind. What is a state of mind? It is an environment. It is a state of. It's something. It's very close to being tangible, even though it's in your mind, the subconscious. When everything pairs up in the self, where you can reciprocate the touch of something, the feeling of something, the sense of something, even though it's not there outside of you, the fact that it's inside you is a very powerful thing. So it will eventuate that what is within you comes without you. We all fucking know this. So if life for you is shit right now, you must think, what is going on inside me? What am I imagining? You may not say, I imagine that my car is going to... What thoughts are you constantly hanging on to? And what is the sensory around that? If you're constantly fretting or complaining, when you're complaining, there's an energy force behind that because you're putting a lot of emotion. I've never really ever heard anyone complain in a subtle manner. Now, what's an example of that? Let's say taxes. A lot of people complain about taxes. So would you consider this a complaint? Oh, yeah, so the government has raised taxes again. I'm not really happy about that. That almost wouldn't register because there's almost no feeling. I'm sick of the fucking government raising fucking taxes. Oh my god, is it fucking bullshit, and so on and so forth. You're investing so much energy, so much turbulence and anger and annoyance. Now, you imagine how many people are complaining about that. Look at all of that energy that's getting emitted out there into the world, ladies and gentlemen. Think about that. It's some pretty powerful stuff right now. Another little example is you're driving along in rush hour. How many people are pissed off with the traffic? And all of a sudden, you can do your best to be calm. Now, granted, kudos to those who can, but for some people who are very acceptable to energy, you will take on energy. If you think of it of balloons, you're actually colliding in all these balloons of energy. But what are people imagining? In that split second, you're imagining all this chaoticness. So tonight, find one thing you'd like to improve in your life. Maybe you're looking for a new rental property, maybe you'd like to have a raise, maybe you're single and you'd like to attract a certain partner. Sit on the end of your bed, turn the phone off, get rid of all the electronic disturbances. Find some peace. I recommend you have a nice shower, cleanse yourself, wash the day away. Maybe have a cold brew. Find your peace. Let people know if you're in the share house, hey, I'm just going to chill out before I go to bed, so I appreciate it. I'm not going to be available for the next hour. I'll see you all in the morning. Right? Then you just hold what it is you'd like to improve. What is it you'd like to have in your reality? And you imagine it. You put your eye in the magic and you create an environment for it to exist. And then you feel it already existing, already being. See the pictures on the wall. If we're talking about a new house, hear the keys. Hear the keys jingling, shaking the real estate agent's hand saying thank you. And having a feeling of relief. Oh, you beauty, we've got a new home. Open up the door, and does the door go to the right? Does the door go to the left? Perhaps it goes to the left. What is to the left? Maybe there's a beautiful open lounge, and there's glass sliding doors, and there's a really nice ceiling fan, and there's a nice modern kitchen. It's tiled floors. Like, see that and run that over and over until you feel like a smile on your face. And then go, wow, thank you so much, universe. Thank you for this magic power that resides within me. I appreciate you very much, imagination. You are my best friend. And go to sleep with that sense. Do that every day for as long as you can do it. 30 days, 21 days. I say 21 is the magic number for the power of change. So give it a go. So once again, Mr. Nilko here, your friendly dream weaver. I'm just giving you a little bit of friendly lifestyle advice. Peace.